all time is happening right before their eyes.
There is no national conspiracy to buy elections and control America. Now
Talk about back to earth.
that's part of the problem. That's part of the problem that we have, is that people make these kind of irrational statements.
Irrational.
The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. What truth? That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind.
The elite class of people in control of the world economy have become so cocky that they're no longer trying to hide their plans. They have so far been successful in making the people believe they are free, but this is only an illusion, and the illusion ends now.
You don't need a formal conspiracy when interests converge. These people went to the same universities and fraternities. They're on the same boards of directors. They're in the same country clubs. They have like interests. They don't need to call a meeting. They know what's good for them, and they're getting it. And there used to be 7 oil companies. There are now 3. It will soon be 2. The things that matter in this country have been reduced in choice. There are 2 political parties. There are a handful of insurance companies. There are about 6 or 7 information things. But if you want a bagel, there are 23 flavors because you have the illusion. You have the illusion of choice. Right. You don't get the real important choice. There's no freedom of choice.
The illusion of freedom is what makes people not question the world they live in. When people don't question things about their lives, people like John D. Rockefeller, the richest man of all time, have an enormous opportunity to take advantage, and that is what we're seeing today. A lot of people have heard about the Illuminati and other secret societies to which these bankers belong, but most just brush it off and think of them as benevolent groups who couldn't possibly be looking to control our lives. That's the mentality, that it couldn't happen to us. So what do these people plan to do with all their power?
Attention, citizens! Due to the financial irresponsibility and incompetence of your leaders, Cobra has found it necessary to restructure your nation's economy. We have begun by eliminating the worthless green paper, which your government has deceived you into believing is valuable. Cobra will come to your rescue, and out of the ashes will arise a new order.
Ultimately, they want to create a utopia on planet Earth for themselves and their families, consisting of about 500 million people. Their goal is to create a fascist, one-world government and a new world order.
The new world order can be created. It's a great opportunity. It isn't such a crisis.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order. A world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
There is a global meltdown coming. It is a global depression, and one world currency and one world financial system is the end game.
Sinatra, when he's saying that I got you under my skin, remember that? I do not think he was talking about this or my next guest. This guy has a computer chip literally implanted under his skin, and he asked for it. He wanted it.
The final method of exchange will not be with money, but will be done with an assigned mark that is put upon the right hand or the forehead of a person.
An Ohio company has become the first American firm to implant silicon chips in employees to track their every move. Don't be surprised if your company asks to tag you in the years ahead. Bill Tucker has the story.
Sean Darks, chief executive of CityWatcher.com, didn't want to ask his employees to do anything he wouldn't do, so he had this chip embedded under his skin. The chip has an access code for admittance into a room holding security footage for government agencies and police. For Darks, the tiny chip is a security solution. No IDs for employees to lose. They can't. It's right there in their arm.
It's an inexpensive solution versus a retina scanner or a fingerprint ID. Those solutions are rather expensive. This solution is inexpensive.
The problem with RFID chips is that they are able to track your every move anywhere on planet Earth, and although approved by the FDA, many studies have shown implanted chips to cause tumors in animals. These chips can store all of your personal and banking information, making it largely a violation of privacy. They can emit frequencies that can literally read and control your thoughts, rendering RFID implants the ultimate form of mind control. Through media propaganda and the gradual introduction of these chips beginning with your bank card, then to your driver's license, followed by an RFID chip national ID card, the people will not notice or care when the time comes that they are asked to accept an implanted chip, unless they wake up now. The future that these central bankers see is a microchip population of obedient slaves who will produce for them what they want and need.
The Matrix is a computer-generated dream world, built to keep us under control in order to change a human being into this.
I had planned another closing message, but I feel compelled to say what I'm about to say. Now, I risk sounding like a conspiracy theorist, but it's no longer a theory. What I'm about to say is fact. The secret organizations of the world power elite are no longer secret. They have planned and are now leading us into a one-world communist government. The combining of national governments started with the European Union. That union started with trade agreements, then a common currency, the euro, and now a European Parliament that is feverishly passing laws that override the laws of the member nations. A constitution was drafted but rejected by a few of those nations, but never mind. They implemented it anyway. Now it's North America's turn. Building on the North American Free Trade Agreement, the NAFTA section of the Commerce Department is busy drafting laws and regulations for a North American Union, a union of Canada, America, and Mexico. The President has attended secret meetings and signed at least 2 agreements under the Security and Prosperity Partnership Program. Information leaked out about the meetings, and now it is all in the open. No treaty has been signed, so Congress has not become involved. However, money from our Treasury is now being spent for this effort. We will have a new currency, the Amero, and a new constitution, modeled on the Soviet Union's constitution. Our rights will not be inalienable, but they will be granted by government, who can also take them away. One sign that this is